A local prosecutor and a judge in Michigan are under fire for giving a convicted rapist joint legal custody of his victim's 8-year-old son. Christopher Miasolo pleaded guilty in 2008 to attempted third-degree criminal sexual assault. Last month, Sanilac District Judge, that's Gregory Ross, signed an order allowing Miasolo joint custody rights of his victim's child. It came after she applied for state aid. The judge put the order on hold yesterday after learning of Miasolo's background. A hearing is scheduled for this month. Tony DeCopel spoke to the victim and her attorney in Rochester, Michigan, about their effort to protect other rape victims from facing painful legal circumstances.
I don't understand why they thought that they needed to give him joint legal custody. He was my rapist.
Tiffany was 12 in 2008 when she says Christopher Miasolo forced himself on her in an abandoned house near Detroit. Now 21, she's raising her 8-year-old son on her own. She agreed to go on camera, but asked that we use only her first name.
I was kidnapped for 2 days. I didn't know if I was ever going to go home. He threatened to kill me and my best friend if we told anyone.
Miasolo was given a plea deal for attempted third-degree criminal sexual conduct and served 6.5 months in county jail. He served jail time again after being convicted of raping another victim between the ages of 13 and 15 years old in 2010. But last month, Sanilac County prosecuting attorney James V. Young and Sanilac District Court Judge Gregory Ross signed a paternity order that gives Tiffany's attacker joint legal custody of their son and the right to pursue parenting time.
I was receiving government assistance, and they told me if I did not tell them who the father was of my child, that they would take that away from me.
What kind of things come up when you hear his name and see his face?
Horrible things, horrible images, flashbacks.
The Sanilac County Prosecutor's Office said it prepared a standard order that is used in all paternity cases and that Tiffany was required to cooperate as a condition of receiving financial assistance.
What did you think about their request?
That it was crazy.
Why?
Because I have been taking care of him for 8 years. I gave up high school, I gave up prom, I gave up my friends to raise a baby and go to work.
Tiffany's attorney, Rebecca Kiesling, says this case reveals a troubling nationwide gap in the way states deal with rape victims who request aid.
There's no policy. I've had rape victims who were cut off from state aid because they couldn't name the rapist because they were abducted by a stranger or because a sex trafficker kidnapped them and raped them.
Attorneys for Tiffany and Miasolo say they are now working privately to reach a settlement. For CBS This Morning, Tony DeCopel, Sandusky, Michigan.
The Sanilac County Prosecutor's Office says it plans to conduct an internal review of how cases like Tiffany's are handled and make any appropriate changes on that. There seem like all kind of wrong levels on that story, but really brave of her to speak up the way she is.
Incredibly brave.